How much longer do you think that being anti-gay rights is going to be something that's a conservative principle? And when do you think that folks like yourself who've said that having a gay marriage is an attack, a bit of a hit to faith and family in America, how long do you think it'll be before you catch up with the rest of the country and realize everybody's okay?
Everybody's okay, but that's different. When we're not talking about everybody, Shep. We're talking everybody, of course, is entitled to live the life they want, Shep. The question is whether we should change the laws of this country to reflect a different value structure. What we're talking about here are different values. We have the Judeo-Christian values that are based on biblical truth and truth that can be acclaimed and resolved through reason. And those truths don't change, Shep, just because people's attitudes may change because of, well, whatever the current popular culture is. And we need somebody who's going to stand up there and contend the senator.
I'm sorry, there's a satellite delay. I didn't mean to. You talk about current popular culture and what people decide to do. But that it's not something about which people really have a choice. I mean, it's not as if you could wake up in the morning and be gay, could you? And I just wonder when it is that you think the time will come when people love people of the same sex ought to have the same sort of protections and acknowledgement from the state that they do from their friends and families.
Well, people are allowed to love a lot of different people in a lot of different relationships, and we honor those relationships, but we don't call them marriage, and we don't treat them like marriage, because marriage is a unique institution.
What should they be treated like?
Which is important for the they should be treated like any other couple that any other group or couple of people that have a strong relationships. And are they allowed to have rights and able to pass on goods and to be able to pass on housing and other types of rights? Sure, but they can contract for those things. There's ways to do this. What we're talking about here is an institution that is vital for having children and for raising children in the best possible environment. Children have a right to a mother and a father, to their mother and their father, and when society says that isn't important, that relationship is not as significant as is as insignificant as really any other relationship, or as significant as any other relationship, then what happens is what's happened over the past 30 years. 30 years ago, 71% of the people over the age of 18 in this country were married. It's now down to 51%. It's dropped 5% in the last year, and as a result of that, society is going to be in much tougher shape. Government's going to get bigger, and we're not going to have the freedoms that we have. Family is the foundation of our society, and marriage is the glue that holds that family together. That's not being against anybody. That's being for something that is an intrinsic good.
Rick Santorum from Boone, Iowa, down the road a piece. Senator, good luck, and thank you very much for coming on Studio B.